Where are we now in terms of gender equality? Let's look closer to the latest World Economic Forum report for 2023. Hi, my name is Anastasia. I'm a psychologist and coach, the author of EcoBeing training, which helps companies to achieve their sustainability goals. Today, we continue to explore such parts of social sustainability as gender equality, and also women's role in sustainable development. For the 156 countries covered in the 2023 index, the health and survival gender gap has closed by 96%, the educational attainment gap by 95%, economic participation and opportunity gap by 60%, and political empowerment gap by 22%. The global gender gap in 2023 is 68.4%. This means that remaining gap needing to be closed is around 30%. On its current trajectory, it will take 131 years to close the global gender gap. Achieving gender parity in politics will take 162 years and 169 years for the economic participation and opportunity gender gap. The situation with educational attainment and health and survival is much better. The gap is almost closed, on average, and mostly in Europe. If we look closer, we could see that at the current rate of progress, Europe is projecting to attain gender parity in just 67 years. And, for example, East Asia and the Pacific need 189 years to reach gender parity. So, as you can see, the world is not on track to achieve Sustainable Development Goal number 5, which is gender equality by 2030. I will post a link to the report below so you can explore the situation more comprehensively by country. I will draw attention to the rankings of my country and neighboring countries. Among the countries with an outstanding result in reducing the gender gap is Lithuania. It's on the top 10, mainly due to the increase in the number of women in the cabinet and parliament. Latvia is ranked 13th in the world and 9th in Europe, which is amazing. You can find your country and study in the details. This will also help you understand where to focus your company's attention. But you may ask, why even study these figures? Why is being aware of women's participation in the economy and politics important? There could be many reasons. One of them is that worldwide productivity growth is slowing, and the complete and effective participation of women in the workforce is critical to sustain economic growth. Although women are half of the population, they remain an underutilized resource, making up less than a third of the actual workforce. According to a United Nations report, there are many countries in the world where women work in jobs with low wages, poor working conditions, and limited career prospects. According to the WEF report, the state of gender parity in the labor market also remains a major challenge. Not only has women's participation in the labor market globally slipped in recent years, but other markers of the economic opportunity have been showing substantive disparities between women and men. The table shows that the main gap is in managerial positions. Implementing policies that remove labor market distortions and create a level playing field for all give women the opportunity to develop their potential and participate more visibly in economic life. Thus, gender equality and women's empowerment are not only human rights issues, but also respond to society's economic needs. Here we also have room for debate. I have encountered the view that in European countries, women often work less, not because they are not given the opportunity, but because they devote time to raising children. Alongside, if you look at it globally, women giving their time and love to a child are participating in the economy of the future. For example, a boy whose mother gave him a lot of support and love early in life may grow up to be an empathetic leader. He may contribute more than if he grew up deprived of his mother's attention while she was busy participating in the country's economy. Are these things comparable in your opinion? Where do you envision a balance between contributing to today or contributing to the future? The most important issue to me is having choices. Can women choose where to put their efforts? As we've seen, no country in the world has closed the gender gap. Even when women executives lead multinational and large economies, our reality is still a working world that excludes, undervalues, overlooks, and exploits half of the available talent. Is it true? What are your thoughts and experience on the topic? Please write your comment. In the third part, I will speak about the role of women in decision-making processes and sustainability. See you soon!